to the Russ Martin Show.
Trey, lock the door. Where'd JD go?
I don't know. Saw him leave during the break, but I haven't seen him since.
Trey, push that monitor up so I can see when he's standing outside the door. Thank you. Maybe went home.
I don't see him anywhere in the hall.
What are you guys think about Jackal for the white trash party?
They rock.
Who's there? You're late.
Is that a short break?
I don't know. We all made it back.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter what the length was. We made it back.
I'm sorry. It really seems like that was a short break.
But we all still made it back. Even if it was only a 12-second break, we all made it back.
Sorry.
So you had to open that on the air.
No, I put it down here.
Yeah, nobody heard that.
It's silent when you hold it under the table.
Yeah.
Sorry. I went out back to stay away from the toxic adventures.
Are we sure we want them in here?
Yes. That'll be fine. We don't need the suits.
I think we do. Hold on. 4? Okay. Yes, Scott.
Hey, what's going on? Me and my buddy stopped at Walmart on the way up to McKinney and got us some T-shirts and a Sharpie. We wrote, "Save a fish, listen to Russ." We were standing in line to get there, and his goon squad asked the manager to ask us to leave, so we went to Domino's across the street.
Well, hang on a second. How can Magoo have you kicked out just for having a T-shirt?
They didn't tell us. The manager just said that he's going to have to ask us to leave. So we did, and so I said, well, I'll get him back. So we went to Domino's, asked them to make us a small pizza, put anchovies on it that spelled like "you suck," and we had it sent over there.
They're creative.
Yeah, so he should be getting a pizza. It cost him an extra $20 to do it, but hey, it's worth it.
All right. That's very kind. Hey, don't hang up. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Dan, get his number or something. We'll send him some scrap.
I didn't know if you paid extra, they'd spell stuff on your pizza.
Yeah, I didn't either. Very creative. I may use that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Anchovies.
All right. So, Jackal, yes or no? Because we got to start. We have to start planning now. Because if we're looking at the middle of February for the white trash party, you got to catch bands before they set up their 2006 schedule.
Jackal's great.
Well, I think they put on a good show. I mean, their popularity has decreased a little bit over the few years, but every time they're out there, the energy and the
Who crapped?
I didn't.
Who crapped?
Not
Oh
me.
my God!
It was close.
Bring in the chicks.
Freshen up the room.
Oh. It's not going away.
It's not that bad.
It's.
Oh man. It's out.
Oh!
Can's empty.
We really don't have any more? Check behind the blinds.
There's some orange spray.
Yeah.
No, your nose.
Yeah, the hell.
No, just right in the air. That's real concentrated.
It's not going to sit in the air.
Oh, was it
And the
broken?
pump's not working.
It's gone.
It's not gone. It's got a mailing address.
Don't put it on your nose.
I'm telling you, stick it on the top side of your lip.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to cut down.
All right. Trey?
I'm okay.
Man.
What are
the rules?
What are the rules, Clay?
I'm sorry, I got excited.
What'd you get excited about?
You turned to talk to me.
Don't turn to him anymore. Ever.
Yeah, come over here and take out my spine so I don't accidentally do that. Well, we've had Loverboy. We had Loverboy the last couple of years.
Yes.
Yeah. Had Loverboy in 2002.
And then Jackal 03, and then Loverboy 04.
Are you looking for suggestions?
Yeah, I don't know if people expect the same band because it's kind of an annual event, or they want something new. I don't know.
My suggestion. You want to hear my suggestion?
Sure.
Skid Row. They're very popular, and why?
Because you got 18 in Life.
You've got Slave to the Grind. You've got
Youth Gone Wild.
Youth Gone Wild. Yeah, I remember you. They had hit after hit. In fact, that album.
They didn't have hit after hit.
That album went to #1 on the Billboard charts. Check it out.
Is Sebastian Bach still with them?
No, and that's actually not a bad thing in this particular case.
When people want to hear hits, they want to hear the lead singer.
Except that Johnny Solinger, who's from Dallas and used to be in a band that was very popular here,
Okay,
called
do you hear what you're doing? You having to explain to me why they're good.
Well, they're a big draw, is what I'm saying. That whenever I've seen
There'll
them.
be no Skid Row.
Okay.
Did you talk about Casey and the Sunshine Band at one point?
I don't think so.
Okay. That was back in the back of my head. They'd be a lot of fun, but they'd probably be too expensive.
How could they be expensive?
I heard they were really, really. I've seen them. I saw them out at
Like more than what we paid for Loverboy?
Oh yeah, like maybe twice.
Oh.
And they're about to get a special on VH1 or something or other, so their popularity is going to shoot through the roof.
I still want Back in Black.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something, Trey?
Yeah, we had Casey and the Sunshine Band at a party in college, and they cost.
How long ago was this?
95.
All right.
And they cost then what Loverboy cost us last year.
Oh. Hi, Bill.
Hey, Russ, how about Boston?
Jeez.
They still tour?
I have not heard of Boston.
Not in a few years.
Forever.
I saw them.
They were in
Maybe-
Smirnoff a year ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could afford that.
No, that would be at least $250,000.
Would it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, not if they're not touring.
It may be just about.
You know what? If they're not touring, it might be more because then you got to. That's the way we got Loverboy the first year. Is they had a cancellation between two cities, and we got to swing through Dallas on the way to wherever else they were going. So that year we got a deal.
They're already geared up. That's just amazing. You can go 20 years without a hit and still draw 40,000 or whatever it is.
I like Boston. We can't afford it.
That would be great.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Mainstream band, rock, not too disco-y, not too
bunch of hits,
not too pop.
Row-ish.
Too Skid Row-ish.
Dan, you pulling up their website?
Which band?
Boston.
I am right now.
Okay.
I say just do tribute bands because everybody loves Back in Black. Maybe get a good Kiss tribute band, Excess Whiskey, where they're kind of like a
I'm
Van
sick.
Halen
I'm
tribute
sick
band.
of tribute bands.
Huh?
Because then it sounds it's. I want a good headlining band. I like Back in Black because that's like having a freaking band.
Yeah, they're really great. And they're flexible. They can do all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah. But then you need a real band. I just don't know if people are burnt out on Jackal and Loverboy.
I love Loverboy, but that's just me.
You're chomping your teeth again.
I am?
You think it's a sleep thing?
Could be.
When's your machine come in?
I get my test on Wednesday. I'll use it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night of next week, and then I know that's what it's going to be, and then I'll get the machine after that.
Why don't you just get the machine now?
You have to go through this test, otherwise insurance doesn't cover it.
Oh. Can they adjust the machine? Can you find somebody to adjust the CPAP machine you have now to sleep with and then do the test?
Possibly.
Somebody's got to be able to adjust that.
Maybe the guy that gave it to me, I'll call him. And see
Yeah, that's what you want. You want a listener adjusting your airflow.
No. Maybe not.
How we doing?
Esophagus open? Somebody's got to be able to do that.
I'll jack around with it over the weekend and see.
Okay. Did you start news yet?
Yeah. We got into the oil story.
Oh, yeah.
Where Trey's an idiot.
Hold on. What, all these suggestions?
Yeah.
I'll run through these quick. Yes, Chad.
Hey, Russ, I got a great band. I've seen them live, clubs and parties. Warrant is a great party band.
Who was the lead singer for Warrant?
Janie Lane's
Janie.
back.
Yeah, Jenny Lane.
He's back with them.
He is? I know Cherry Pie. What else?
Uncle Tom's Cabin, Dirty, Rotten, Stinking, Filthy Rich.
They had a ballad too at one point.
They have got like five or six hits.
What was a ballad?
Heaven.
Heaven's just something away.
Yeah.
Heaven's Just a Sin Away?
No. No.
Thanks, Chad.
No. It's a gospel.
Heaven's Just a Sin Away?
Yeah, that's it. Old time.
That's not a gospel song.
It's not?
Heaven's Just a Sin Away?
Oh, that's right. It's a country song. Well, I had heaven in there.
I think that.
Get Rod back on the phone. JD's an idiot.
I think that. Is it Jamie Lane?
Janie Lane.
Janie. I think he was on some like celebrity weight loss deal. He looks bad.
Let's see, Sir Mix-a-Lot. But he's only got one song that anybody knows, that white people know.
Well, some people also know some of the other stuff that we use for bumpers from him. There's a couple.
Well, a couple.
You fools
I
don't
mean,
know.
yeah.
Also, no, he had the, anybody in high school knows, the Posse's on Broadway, Sir Mix-a-Lot Swass album was huge. Posse's on Broadway, Buttermilk Biscuits, Swass.
It's funny to me to have a black guy at a white trash party.
Yeah.
And you know he'd probably do it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he doesn't fly. We'd have to bus him.
Okay.
Now that we have a hookup, apparently.
I'm not kidding.
I know. He doesn't fly. Maybe the train. Amtrak.
Mm-mm.
No. Greyhound.
We wanted to get here.
Okay.
Leonard Skinner. Who's doing the lead singing for Skinner now?
No clue.
I know we talked about this. I keep forgetting. Who's the lead singer for 38 Special? Is it one of the Van Zants?
Yeah, I think is it Johnny Van Zant or Donnie
It's
or
one of it's like the new other brother or something like that wasn't really a part of it, but now is.
Oh, I don't want that.
It's
Like
38 Special. You don't want that?
I like 38 Special. Who's the lead singer for that? Was it Van Zant?
It was one of the Zants. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Bunch of heads.
Yes, Stacy.
How about Great White? That would be a steal of a deal. What's so funny?
No. Thank you.
But I
don't want Great White.
No, thank you.
I can't decide whether or not to let the defiled chicks in here now or not.
Please do. Please.
they've come so far.
I'm going to let them in. I'm just saying now.
Okay.
My BAC's still low.
Well, levels up.
And you know. Do you want to smell the, what is this again? Crown Royal Special Reserve. You want to smell it again, John? Mm-hmm. You sure? Mm-hmm. You do? Yes.
My knees just got weak.
Happiness in a bottle.
Seriously.
All the
I shouldn't be
happy-
doing this. I'm amazed my sponsor's not up here beating on the window.
Your sponsor can't help you now.
Yeah. You still got an AA sponsor?
Yeah.
How often do you talk to him?
Once a week.
What do you talk about?
We're just buddies. Just life stuff.
Sniffing whiskey?
No, well, I'm sure this will come up. Although this wasn't very smart. Especially because I have a history with Crown. You are torturously cruel. Stop it. I don't know.
Here it is.
I know. I don't want it.
Heaven's just a sin away.
No, I don't want it.
All right.
Come too far.
Finish,
Run through some news.
I'm looking at these. Doobie Brothers would be good.
Oh, that'd be great.
Michael McDonald's not with them, but they had other hits without him being the lead singer, right?
Yep.
It was a lead singer. Something like Cat. You know? I think that would fit.
Yeah.
Or Motorhead.
I don't know anything
I
about
don't
Motorhead.
think, I don't think we could afford Motorhead, could we?
You don't think so?
I don't know.
I wouldn't think they'd be that high.
No. I'll get Gavin to check on the
They
prices.
tour a lot?
Yeah.
Motorhead, do they?
Oh, in Europe they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be expensive to bring them over here.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and finish news.
Okay, let's see here. Discount Air, this is kind of strange bed partners. Discount Airline AirTran is teaming up with fast food giant Wendy's to get hungry passengers out of the restaurants and into the sky. Here's the deal. It's a new deal that will allow frequent flyers to earn flight credits with food purchases. Buy 32 eligible drinks and it will earn you 8 flight credits, which is enough for one free one-way ticket. Speaking of airline deals, I've been having trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
So I finally got to sleep this morning, off and on. Finally got kind of in a deep sleep about 6 a.m. 7:45, Rob calls me. Spirit Airlines is having a sale. You got to tell me that at 7:45 in the morning.
It's Rob.
Yeah, no. He has no sense of time.
Hold on, I'm looking at Boston's touring schedule. Not too many hits to their website.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 6,154.
Jesus.
Here, hang on a second.
They might be more affordable than we think.
I'm going to spit them a few hits. There, at least that's 6160. What is his latest news? Where's the tour? Past tour dates and appearances. No, it doesn't look like it. Because it stops at Boston 2004 tour.
I see.
All right, so they're probably out. All right, go ahead.
All right, this is AirTran. Anybody doing this with Wendy's? You buy 64 eligible drinks, you get a round-trip ticket for free. That ends December 31st. The Denton Fire Department is...
Wait a minute. You buy a meal and you get an airline ticket?
You buy drinks. 64 eligible drinks in the little cup, and then the cup has a little proof of purchase on it.
All right.
And you get 64 of those, and you get a free round-trip ticket on AirTran.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The Denton Fire Department has issued an arson alert for all things for churches in the area over the weekend. Arsonists have torched 2 different churches in the past 2 weeks. Somebody broke the windows out at the Christ the Servant Lutheran Church on October 25th, and then November 6th, somebody did the same thing at the Centerpoint Baptist Church on Mission Street. So they're having to watch. They said it's just really crappy that somebody, of all the things to decide to torch, you pick the hardest, or the easiest target.
They do it to synagogues a lot.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if Halloween has anything to do with it. One before, one after.
Yeah, that's a thought. Do you care about this Bill Hill stepping down Everett? Is that a big deal? That's
absolutely.
a big story.
Why is it a big deal?
Well,
I know his quote was, or his reason for stepping down was, I had a lot of goals that I wanted to achieve when I took over the job, and I think I got them all, including a fake drug scandal.
Got them all covered.
Well, I think anytime the district attorney, certainly for your county and a large county, steps down, it's newsworthy.
Okay, there's no hubbub behind the deal. He's just retiring.
I don't know. I don't know if there's...
Well, what's the story say?
It's real simple. It just says he's stepping down. He won't seek re-election. He says he's accomplished every goal he took. It's literally three lines.
Is he going to step down at the end of his term or
End
step
of his
down
term.
early?
End of his term. So I just heard Everett talk about him before, and I just didn't know if that was a big deal. Some of the other news stations led with it today. So
I think it's a big deal just anytime that happens, but I don't know if there's a big story. I mean, he is an older gentleman, so...
Okay. No scandals, no word stuff. Okay.
All right.
According to a new study, women spend nearly 2 years out of their lives getting ready to go out. That's almost 3 times longer than most men. On the average weekend night, a woman takes 90 minutes from the end of their shower until the point when they're ready to leave the house. That's a low number for Joy. With 30 minutes for makeup and grooming, 24 minutes for their hair, 26 minutes just getting dressed. The average woman spends less time getting ready for work, just 54 minutes. All told, they spend 682 and a half days of their life just getting ready to go out.
When I was dating Julie in the late...
80s?
90s. Thank you.
90s?
The late 90s. We started dating. I'd make reservations to go out on dates. After 3 of them, we stopped making plans to go anywhere. She never made it.
She never got out.
It didn't matter. Even if I lied to her and told her the reservations were a different time, she still never made it.
That's what, don't you give me, at some point, don't you just look at her and go, now, I don't care what you look like, we're going.
That didn't make any difference.
She wasn't ready.
No.
Joy does that too, drags her feet, and it's just like, what are you doing? You look great. You look awesome. You look fantastic. You look the same as you did 30 minutes ago.
I give Amy credit for that. When I'm ready to go, whatever she looks like, we go. Julie, it didn't. You could have shoved a muzzle underneath the door and started shooting her feet.
That's very frustrating for most guys. A new study by the Marshall Field Clinic in Marshallville, Wisconsin, finds that American women aren't getting enough Vacation. Only 23% get out of town on vacation twice a year or more. Only 20% get out of town once every 5 years. And they see that's really wearing people out, not getting on vacation. They say really it does your job better if you take all your vacation days.
That's my thinking.
Plus a few extra. Oh, speaking of that. Hold on. I got something I got to ask you. So we got an email. Boss man, I have to submit my vacation request at work today. This just came in a little bit ago. What days?
Is this a listener?
Mm-hmm.
No.
What days are you taking off for Christmas? And are you throwing a New Year's Eve party this year? He wants to coordinate his vacation with ours.
I don't know when we're taking off.
Okay. The 23rd, I think, is the Friday before Christmas. So that'll probably be the last day we work.
All right. And there will be no New Year's Eve party this year.
Why?
Because I don't want to. I'm going to have one at the house, but I'm not going to go hang out someplace.
Okay. That's good. That's a
Well, because you feel like you got to sit and talk to everybody. And if you don't talk to everybody, you feel like they get screwed, and then the evening's jacked. And you can't wait to get home.
I know.
So I'm not doing anything this year.
Okay. One of the latest trends, speaking of the holidays and holiday decorating, is putting a new angle on an old tradition, the upside-down Christmas tree. Have you heard about this? It's like
No. Hey, what do Christmas trees cost now? Amy was talking about getting a live one this year, and I haven't bought one for
$80?
10, 11 years.
Yeah, you can spend well over $100 for Christmas.
easy.
For what size?
6 foot.
Yeah.
7.
6 foot?
Uh-huh.
Is $100.
Yeah, about like that. 80, I think. No? Trey? Trey's making a face.
Seems like I bought an 8 foot for it was like $80. I mean, they're still pretty
Well,
high.
I got the big entryway, so I got to shove a big tree in
But
there.
you have a tree. You have a...
I got the fake one.
Oh, you
It's
want
beautiful, though. It's huge.
I didn't know what they cost. So if I got a 12
You
foot,
got a big one. Yeah, you're talking about a couple $100
Yeah, one the size of the fake tree you have.
to fit in your area.
oh, and how do you get that to your house?
They'll deliver it.
They'll deliver.
Oh, they will?
The really big ones. You spend a couple $100, I think they'll deliver it. But these upside-down Christmas trees are all the rage. The trees are available in a variety of models, including ones that stand on the ground and others that are mounted on the wall. Target.com is selling the upside-down pre-strung lights with Christmas trees for $2.99 all the way up to $4.99. $500.
I wasn't paying attention. What are those?
It's an upside-down Christmas tree. It's like the trendy thing right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's the appeal?
More room under what they say is, well, A, it's different, and B, it's more room underneath for presents because the pointy ends are down. I don't know.
Let me say something off the air.
Sure.
And for JD.
No.
Yeah, well.
No.
To them, it'll look right side up. Go ahead.
What are you doing? On Wednesday night at the Lowe's Waterfront Movie Theater, this will be audio, by the way, right there. The movie theater in West Homestead, Pennsylvania, that's just east of Pittsburgh, where the Get Rich or Die Try-In opened on 2 screens. 30-year-old Sheldon Flowers was shot and killed. He was gunned down by 2 men after an argument after they'd just seen the movie near the concession stand. The 2 killers ran off into the night. They got away, and basically they'd shut the movie theaters, decided not to show that movie any longer.
All right.
At number 14 is 50 Cent, talking about the controversy of the movie poster where he's shown holding a gun.
I don't think the film promotes violence at all. They're staying this place on music as art form.
All right. People are getting shot at his movie.
Yeah. Second day it's open.
He's on the poster
Holding a gun.
holding a gun.
He's a rapper.
And he's into drugs.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think the film promotes violence at all. They're staying this place on music as art form that aren't placed on any other forms of entertainment because the major music companies haven't manufactured or distributed a CD that had a weapon.
They just wake him up.
That's the way he talks.
Sounds sleepy.
Music companies haven't manufactured or distributed a CD that had a weapon or anything that reflects violence on the cover of a CD since 1987. I think making the transition from music to film, it's a shock to see me when they associate me with music so much, with a weapon in my hand. There's been 18 films that came out this year.
He thinks it's a shock for people to see him with a gun in his hand?
I pulled this clip, yeah.
Well,
Hang on. Trey is going to explain to us what the black man's saying.
Oh, okay, I can't wait.
No. I'm going to say the controversy was they put this billboard up, and it was either like in Compton or Watts or somewhere around there where they have a lot of gang violence, and people were like, I see guns all the time. They ring out in the night. Get that down.
Why? It's not going to change anything.
Well, they just felt like it. You know, they already have enough problems. That's not the image they need to. You know,
I see a billboard, I'm gonna cap somebody.
Well,
Yeah.
that was one of the big controversies.
You're driving home. Hey, 50 Cent guy, I ain't shot nobody today.
Been a lovely day.
Where they had weapons on the cover of the artwork.
Sure,
And no
but-
one protested any of
No,
them.
but it seems like when it's you, there's a big uproar.
And I believe it's because of me being so closely associated with music. I don't think it glamorizes.
Because associated with music and violence. The cut number 15 is real short. It's about, he just says basically, do you think the movie glamorizes violence is the question.
I don't think it glamorizes violence at all. I think it's what a film is. I think it's art imitating life.
Which is violence. Art imitating life. It's just art imitating life.
I know you're full one-liners. Keep going.
Life. All right. Mike Tyson was questioned yesterday by the police in Brazil after a TV cameraman accused, surprise, Tyson of assault. Cameraman Carlos de Silva said Tyson pushed him outside a nightclub, then threw his camera to the ground, removed the videotape, and put it in his pocket. Tyson had admitted to damaging the camera, but said he did not push the guy.
How'd he get the camera?
I'm sure the cameraman handed it over when he said,
You know what he might have? If Tyson's coming at you and you know he's got a history of eating people, yeah, you hand him the camera.
I would, certainly. And then, of course, later you go, he pushed me, because then you know that's where the cash comes from.
Right. Hold on. Do we need a break? All right, go ahead, John.
All righty. Beanie Siegel had another scrape with the law yesterday. A Philadelphia family court judge ordered him to spend 6 months in jail unless he paid up $26,000 in child support that he owed for 2 babies. Beanie was locked up for about an hour before he reached for his checkbook. Beanie got out of federal prison in August after serving almost a year on a weapons charge. Then in September, a jury found him not guilty of shooting a man outside a club 2 years ago. And Beanie's lawyer said the crackdown on the child support was simply revenge from the prosecutors losing their case previously.
If he owed it, he owed it.
Yes, he owed it. $26,000.
Seems like a lot of the guys that make almost, this could be wrong, but the more money they make, the more that they don't want to pay for child support.
Yep. I don't know why that is.
Maybe it's because it's a bigger amount.
Well, that's true. I mean, it's typically based on a
this
percentage
guy-
of your income.
Is this guy big deals? He got tons of money?
Who was it?
Beanie
Siegel? Well, you know who it is?
Caesar from Siegel.
No.
I know he's under Jay-Z. That's the only.
Oh, so another rapper?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shirley Jones, the mom from the Partridge Family, just did a video for PETA, in which she tries to basically ruin your Thanksgiving.
Did you watch the video?
Yes, I did.
I haven't seen it.
It's very disturbing. And you
Will it ruin Thanksgiving?
You may or may not want to eat turkey.
Why?
It shows them...
well, read the story and then tell me what it shows.
By making you feel guilty about eating turkey, Shirley says, quote, I have a special fondness for birds, and not just partridges, by the way. All birds feel pain and fear, so all of them need to be protected from abuse. Turkeys, gentle animals, who are every bit as interesting and worthy of our concern as cats and dogs, are treated especially badly.
She's married to the guy that's trying to sue Tom Likas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Marty... something. He's the one that called Likas. They wouldn't let him on, or didn't want to let him on because he didn't fit the demographic. He got pissed off and then sued him on some kind of AIDS discrimination.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
That's the same freak.
Anyway, the video's just, it's disgusting.
How long's the video?
4 minutes and 41 seconds.
You watch all of it?
Yeah.
How does it start?
It starts off nice enough, showing the nice little turkeys and the pretty little setting, and she's on there and she's all made up, and then it goes into the transportation of the turkeys, how they throw them around and how they stuff them in these trucks, and how then the trucks sometimes have wrecks and they just kick the turkeys and kill them or throw them back in the thing and transport them. Then they show how they take their feathers off by dipping them in hot water upside down by their feet.
Doesn't that make it easier? Yeah.
Does it show the part where they're really delicious?
Yeah, because they are.
It's so disturbing. And it shows a lot of them, they've given them all these growth hormones to make them grow fast, and so their legs don't grow as fast as their bodies. So
well, who cares? You're going to kill them.
So their legs break and they flop around on the ground, and then they show some of the people at the packing plants kicking them and killing them with bats. I'm telling you, that's what it shows. It's quite disturbing.
It's like some turkey propaganda movie.
Well, it's PETA. I mean, they're going to show the worst of the worst of the worst. These guys walking around with those waders on, just covered in blood.
Beating turkeys with bats?
They are. And the turkeys are flopping around on the ground like this. It's very disturbing.
Well, I can't buy one. What can I buy? What kind of animals do we kill nice?
No. I don't know. How do we kill cows? Anybody know?
Don't they come up behind them and tell them they're going to go see like Toy Story?
No.
And then you just whack them?
No.
They put them in a chute, and then the giant, it's like a ping hammer. It like comes down and hits them.
Oh. In the head? No, in the tail.
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh, God.
Rob, why don't you bring the baby in now? Well, I'm just going to see it in a minute.
Christening today?
Oh,
yeah.
How old, Rob?
18 days. And they just let you take him? Oh. Why don't you and Wendy just stop, keep that one until you lost it?
Yeah. That's cute.
Where's my baby? Where'd you put it?
Gave it to you.
I don't have it.
I never saw it.
Yeah.
What it looked like.
I got to go. My briefcase is crying.
NBC is the current reigning king of product placement. There were 21,286 instances of product placement on the NBC primetime schedule last season. That's almost double the year before. CBS came in a distant second with 12,294, and followed by Fox, which had 10,422. Apparently, they make just a bunch more money.
They have to do it now because people have the DVRs and the TiVo, and they're shooting through the commercials. So the only way, I know nobody likes to watch commercials. Nobody likes to listen to them. But that's what's paying for that's why you get to see television for free. And if you skip past the part of the people that are paying for it, then they got to come up with another way to get their product across.
Sneak everything in.
One thing you're doing now to fight the TiVos, I don't know if you've noticed, is they'll start shows like 3 minutes or like it's 7:57, and then or end them late. Where if you set it for like an hour deal, you miss it.
Oh. Well, all you got to do is record the program before and after.
Well,
catch it.
That's 3 hours instead of 1. So
now, do TiVos cut out commercials, or you just fast forward?
You fast forward to it. I do that with the news. I'll go in and turn it on chat, especially with a Justin Farmer.
I know.
Oh, you can tell.
Start your morning.
You can tell he has got to be the biggest dick with shoes on. By the way he oversells how happy he is on the air. It's so happy. And because nobody else is really doing news at noon.
Okay.
Does Channel 4?
I don't think so.
Do they?
Not too long ago.
All right. I got to start watching that then. I can't stand it. And for some reason, he keeps talking to the weather guy. Like today. The weather guy is over in the weather center.
Yep.
And he goes,
you don't see him?
No.
He's talking to somebody off camera.
It's like he makes references. I can't even think of a story. And he goes, hey, Pete, and then goes over to this. It doesn't make any sense.
You think somebody would tell them to stop doing that?
I don't see how anybody could watch this and say, what a big hand for ourselves. What a happy move we've made for ourselves.
Watch. Is it Daybreak they start off with? Gene and Julie?
No,
that's KBIL.
I'm sorry. Justin and
Jackie.
Very nice. Yeah. And then for some reason they ping pong back and forth. It'll be the Justin Farmer guy and Alexa, or the drag queen and Alexa. They'll go back and forth. I'd just rather watch Alexa do it. And it's not because I think she's hot. She can do the news. She doesn't vary from the prompter too much. She doesn't try and get too cute. She'll pitch to Greg Fields. I swear I'm black.
No.
I'm black, my brother.
No. Show us your card.
I don't have a card. Scared me. You want a break? We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Nobody has been number one longer. The Russ Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
you just go ahead and finish news until Rob can get the christening chick and the kid ready. Was that Gail? Okay, we can do traffic. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Russ.
What you got?
Albertsons. Westbound on 635 LBJ at the tollway, a wreck just now reported. You've also got one eastbound 635 at Midway. It's in the left center lane. Traffic is backed up beyond 35 Stemmons. Now on northbound 75 Central past Stacy Road, you've got the center lane blocked and traffic is backed up to the George Bush Turnpike. That's huge. Also huge, southbound 75 Central is crawling from Campbell Road to Woodall Rogers downtown. That's 14 miles of stop-and-go traffic. Eastbound Woodall Rogers is southbound 45. The right lane's blocked, and on the tollway southbound, right around Royal Lane, you've got the left lane blocked and traffic stacked up to Keller Springs. Save during Albertsons' 4-day celebration with Super Double Manufacturers coupons up to $2. Savings good through November 14th. Albertsons, helping make your life easier. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Gail. And 66 for the low tonight. Tomorrow, and pretty much through the weekend, mid to upper 70s. 77 now, live 105.3.
All right. Go ahead and pick up where you left off.
All right. This being Veterans Day, were we going to call? No, we just called him never for his birthday, Professor. President George W. Bush is accusing the Iraq War.
What did you just ask me?
If we were going to call, normally on Veterans Day, sometimes you call the professor.
Oh.
But we just talked to him.
Oh, we can call him again. I like the story of him getting shot down.
Yeah. Crashing into the ocean.
Yeah, didn't he? They're underwater, and I think he broke his leg.
Broke his ankle or leg or something. He still got out of the plane.
Dan, see if you can get Russell Johnson on the phone.
President Bush is accusing his Iraq War critics of rewriting history and lying about it, basically. In the Veterans Day speech at the Army Depot in Pennsylvania, the president said Democrats and the other critics who claim he manipulated pre-war intelligence to justify the war are simply flinging false charges. He called them baseless attacks. He also said, basically, they send the wrong signal to the U.S. troops in Iraq, as well as the enemy bent on shaking America's will. If it looks like we're breaking down over here, and it can shake, make America look bad, it's a victory for those dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Basically is the deal.
Hold on a second. Yes, Stephanie.
Oh, my God. I was thinking that you had totally forgot about me.
Go ahead, John.
Sure. How much sex is normal? Well, Dr. Dolph Prince, a sex therapist, says many people really don't know enough about it. Men talk too much about what they want. Women don't talk enough. Prince said that it's no big secret. Guys tend to focus on physical aspects, whereas women all think about the relationship. Women don't understand that for men, often sex is just play, nothing more. According to a recent sex study by Discovery Health, when it comes to sex drive, both men and women say they're not very well matched, with most men obviously wanting more sex than their wives. And when it comes to how often couples are having sex, the average is between 1 and 4 times a month. It's pretty low.
That's about right.
4 times a month, once a week.
She asked Amy how often she's getting.
How often is she getting it?
Maybe that.
Once a week? She lives in your house.
I know. So does porn.
Never mind, my bad. You really only have sex with her once a week?
It depends.
And that one time you said you were too tired. If she just do you, you'd be happy.
Did I say that?
Yeah, that's what you told us. You said you were too tired. She wanted to have sex, and you were too tired. You told her just to puff you.
Oh.
And she did, I guess. So because of the porn, you're not having actual human contact sex.
Mm-mm.
Is she cool with that? Does she want to have it more?
Oh, yeah. I get emails every day. We're going to have sex tonight? I am.
How do you do it? She lives in the house now. You just let her watch?
Not yet.
Okay.
That may make her feel like she's more part of it.
Yes, it would.
I do it a lot during the day.
Oh, okay. So you get them at night, you're sexed out.
I don't want it.
It must make her feel wonderful to know that dogfart.com is more attractive than she is.
Well, she's getting the national average.
Yeah. But it's not like I'm short sheeting her.
No. No. If you're
hold on. Yes, Stephanie. Stephanie? All right. Go ahead.
If you're still holding out for Oprah Winfrey's wedding.
Hold on again. Is that the professor? Yes. All right. Hi, Russell.
Well, hi, Russ. How are you?
I'm fine. Did you get your gifts?
I sure got the flowers and the cake, and I thank you. That was really terrific.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Russell.
We were talking about Veterans Day. Tell us a story again about where was it you got shot down?
Zamboanga in the Philippines, in the island of Mindanao. On the southern tip of Mindanao, there's a little finger that hangs out, and on that finger is a town called Zamboanga. And the Japanese owned it at that time. They had an airstrip there, and we were raiding that place for a few days, and finally, and we were doing it at minimum altitude. That is to say, maybe 100 feet off the deck. And
well, wait a minute. Does that mean
they got us?
Is that 100 feet off the ground? Uh-huh. Is that 100 feet off the ground?
Off the ground, yeah. We did minimum altitude work. We did skip bombing and strafing.
Why did it have to be that low?
Well, that's the way we did it.
I don't know. That just seems like that's 100 feet off the ground is pretty low.
That's right. It's very low. That's right. You know, that's the way we did it. That was our outfit's job.
Well, I didn't know if you had to do it that low to stay off radar, or that was the accurate part of the
there wasn't much radar in those days.
Okay.
Not in the Pacific, not that kind of thing.
What are we
was more an element of surprise, I suspect, than anything else. But there you were. That's what we did. And then with enough raids, the Japanese got accurate enough that they could really let us have it with what their equivalent of 20 and 40 millimeter stuff, and they did, and they shot three of us down that day.
What year was this?
That was in March the 4th, 1945.
Okay. So you guys are on one of your strafing missions, and you got shot, but you went down in the water, right?
That's right. We ditched the aircraft in the water. Engines were on fire, and you go through a whole routine that you've been trained to do, and you don't have much time. But if you
can't from 100 feet, you don't.
But you do what you have to do, and and the pilot did a hell of a job getting that plane into the water without breaking it up, and that's what happened. And there was a Navy or Army Air Sea Rescue was flying Navy Catalina flying boats about 100 miles away, and you holler Mayday, and they come and pick you up, come and get you.
How deep was the water you landed in?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was over my head.
Deep enough. I just didn't know if you were close to the shore, if the plane sank, and how you got out.
We were close to shore, but still close enough. I'm sure it was. But anyway.
Well, wait a minute. So did the plane, was it totally submerged?
Well, it did in one. It sinks in a minute.
Okay. And did you break a leg or an ankle or something?
2 ankles.
Both? So both ankles are broken?
Shrapnel and, all that. Well, yeah, we took a 40 millimeter shell where I was, and it killed the radio operator who was next to me, and put a lot of stuff into me. And anyway, so that's what happened.
So you actually, is that Connie in the back?
Huh?
Is that Connie?
That was Connie, yeah.
Did she say something?
I don't know what she said.
All right, doesn't matter. All right, so you're
she walked by. Oh yeah, and then Japanese were coming out after us.
All right, so you're still trying to get out of the plane, and the Japs are coming.
Well, we did get out. We were in the life rafts, a 6-man life raft. We had 6-man crews, and so we had 5 guys in this raft, and the other planes too. And then the Japanese started coming out after us in boats, because we were maybe a half a mile or maybe a mile even away from shore. And
I know this is stupid to say, but I bet he dies at the end of the story.
Sunk their boats.
You did what?
And they took off for home.
So how did you get out?
Well, we were picked up by the Army Air Sea Rescue flying this Navy Catalina flying boat. This guy had 25 guys in that boat, and he was so heavy he couldn't take off.
Yeah.
And they had to pump 400 gallons of gasoline overboard in order to get off.
How close were the Japanese when the rescue got there?
By the time the rescue plane got there, the Japanese were sunk. They were gone because it took the rescue plane an hour to get there. They only make 100 knots an hour. And they were 100 miles away.
Huh?
10 knots an hour.
Okay.
And listen, on the internet, we looked up the pilot of the PBY who rescued us.
Right.
His name was Frank Rushkolb, Rauchkolb.
Okay.
He got the Distinguished Service Cross for what he did. This guy was absolutely amazing. This guy his plane was full of holes. The Japanese had shot a lot of stuff. His plane had water in it. He picked up all these crews, taxiing around, finally trying to take off, and he couldn't because he was too heavy. And it was an absolutely astounding feat that this guy did.
Meanwhile, you're rattling around with 2 broken ankles.
Well, I was in shock. I didn't even. No. I just knew I was hurt, but I didn't know it was bad. Also, I had a pair of pebble grain high top boots on that I had traded some guy a case of beer for, and they were Australian lineman's boots. Anyway, they kept my legs in line.
Okay. All right, so you had some type of support over your ankles.
Yeah.
But you're trying to swim out of a plane that's now submerged. You're trying to get out of that. Your ankles are busted, and you don't know where the Japs are.
No, you don't know what the hell's going on. You just know that you just do what you do. That's all. It's you look back on it years later, you think, how did I do that? But the point is, you did it.
It's more than you do what you do.
Well, it isn't. It's everybody's trained to do what they do. And we were very fortunate. We survived. The guy standing next to me didn't survive. You can't figure that out. It's the way it is.
Did you get to go home after that?
No, I went back through the hospital system and over there. They sent me back to the 5th Air Force Hospital in Hollandia, New Guinea. I spent 6-7 weeks there. And in the meantime, my outfit moved from where it was. They moved up into an island called the Palawan in the Philippines, which is the island closest to China. And they sent me back to my outfit after I got out of the hospital system. And when I got back, all the guys I had come over with had flown their 50 missions and gone home. And the flight sergeant took a look at me and he said, I'm going to put you on duty not involving flying, DNIF, and you'll wait a little while and then we'll send you home. And so I waited for another month or so, and they finally put me on a plane to Manila and then put me on a Liberty ship that took 30 days to get back to San Francisco, and I got home on the 1st of August, 8 days before they dropped the atomic bomb.
Wow. Oh, no. If I thought they were going to stick me back on duty, I went, you know what? I got to go to the bathroom with this ball peen hammer.
You're right.
Yeah. You gave me a couple of minutes.
Anyway.
So you got home how many days before they dropped the A-bomb?
8 days. I think they dropped it on the 8th of August. I got home on the 1st of August. So I got home back to L.A., back to San Francisco on the 1st of August.
So obviously they had backed off any American troops anywhere close to that area before they dropped that, right?
Well, that dropped it on. There were no American troops on Japan.
Well, I didn't know how close things got.
Well, the closest guys were at Okinawa, and that was a few hundred miles away.
Okay. Well, at that time, they didn't know what an atomic bomb would do, did they?
Well, no, really. I mean, they had exploded one at Alamogordo, New Mexico, and they had a pretty good idea what was going on. The thing about it was they didn't know whether it was going to work or not. You know, it was only like the second one they ever exploded.
Yeah, I think they got it down. Yeah. Were you surprised? Because right now, we can't think in those terms of our military going out and just indiscriminately dropping a bomb on a town, and we know it's going to wipe everybody out. Were you guys surprised that they did that?
We were grateful.
Well, I understand, but was it still a surprise that...
It was a big surprise. It was a big secret. Nobody knew anything about that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And, no, it was a big secret.
Well, I guess you wouldn't tell anybody.
In the world. And then what we were concerned about was that sooner or later, if they didn't do that, then they were going to have to invade Japan. That would have cost 100,000 guys.
No, I know. That was the reason for, they went back and figured it out. We're going to lose this many American troops if we don't do this. And
Germany was, everybody was looking for that secret, and the Germans they had heavy water that they were getting out of Norway and all of that. I mean, there was a race going on. And, but anyway, that's the way it was. You can tell I'm getting old.
Now, it's just amazing that it would take something that me, if I had gone through that would be a tragic story that would be hard to tell. He just kind of passes off of, yeah, that's what we did. We got shot down. I swam out of the thing, and we turned some Japs into shadows.
I came home and did Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
When you think of what a lot of guys did, I didn't. I just survived. That's all. I didn't do anything. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. There was no act of bravery on my part. When you got guys like Audie Murphy doing the things he did, I mean, now you're talking about a guy that's above and beyond the Call of Duty.
I know.
A guy like him has got every medal you can possibly imagine. This guy he did astounding things.
Well,
and there were other guys that did that kind of thing too, And there were guys, plenty of people that got wounded and shot up, and that's all.
Well.
But there was nothing brave about it. It was just being there.
I know it may sound a little trite, but I think everybody gets credit.
Yes.
Well, everybody.
And I don't know why you keep bringing up Audie Murphy. I know you were a big fan of his because he turned. Obviously, forget the movie career. He was the most decorated soldier in World War II, right?
That's right. He had every medal you could be given, and not only from our government, but from other governments. I mean, what he did was astounding, absolutely amazing. And then I was fortunate enough I made 3 movies with this guy.
How old were you when all this happened?
I was 20.
God.
20, yeah. So was everybody else. Wars are fought by kids.
I know. And you have kids now that are 18, 20. They're little freaking smartasses. Because they had
a different era. That was a different time. This country was... That was a different time. This country was 100% together in those days. It was working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and everybody was involved. Men, women, everybody. It was really an extraordinary time. It was, it's hard for me to understand this kind of war that we have today where, it's so different. It's, we have these guys being killed by these roadside bombs, and you got this enemy just like it's all over the world. And they're guerrillas, and it's very hard to win a guerrilla war.
How did you make the leap? Hold on. Dan, are those calls for Russell? You got a couple of seconds?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear these people or not, so hold on. Carrie.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Mr. Russell.
Yes.
I watched you in Gilligan's Island.
Oh, yeah.
This story that you talked to Russ, too, about tonight. If I'm 54 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to Vietnam because I was in that lottery.
Maybe he's not.
My birthday came up. I was lucky, I guess. But I just want to tell you how much I appreciate what you've done for the American people.
Well,
and all your soldiers and your friends that lost their lives over there. It's just awesome.
Well, that's very kind of you. I thank you, and behalf of the 10 and 12 million people that were involved in the war, we all thank you.
I listen to Russ Martin every day coming back from East Texas.
All right, thank you.
Well, I tell you one thing, you've got a lot of courage to listen to him every day. I'll tell you that.
All right, we need a break. Okay. All right, we're going to run. Oh, let me ask you really quick. How'd you make the jump from the military and getting out to Gilligan's Island, or acting? Because I know you did a lot of sci-fi stuff before you did Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, well, I had the GI Bill, and so I decided to go to drama school, which I did, and started working in the theater. I was trained in the Stanislavski method of acting, and worked in the theater, and pretty soon the people from the film industry start looking at you and that kind of thing. They find you in the theater, and you get an opportunity that way. And I was under contract to Universal for a couple of years and made a lot of movies, and then I was doing live television, and then film television, and eventually Gilligan's Island came along. I had a wife and 2 children, and I said I gotta take what comes, and that was what came at that moment.
What was the Stanislavski method?
Oh, it's a Russian thing. It was a different. What it did was it changed the way people acted from grandiose declamation to reality.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Easy enough.
And Marlon Brando was the epitome of it all. He's a great actor.
Who are some of the actors that got to work with you?
What's that?
Who are some of the actors that worked with you?
I worked with Robert Taylor. I worked with Edward G. Robinson. I worked with
Reagan.
Reagan. I did a movie, a Western with Reagan, in which we played brothers. And he was a good brother, and I was a bad brother.
I can see that.
Yeah, and I did a lot of Westerns in those days. A lot of gun smokes and things like that. But yeah, anyway, I have a list of this stuff, but it escapes me now. A lot of it does. Russell, sometimes I have to look in my shirt to see who the hell I am.
I understand. All right. All right, we won't keep you. We just wanted to call and say happy birthday.
I'm grateful to you, and I thank you for calling, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Russell.
All right. Go give it to Connie.
Okay.
He said okay. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
Who is that?
That's Johnny from Operation Kindness.
All right, let's do this. We'll do the christening. See if we can get, what's the band?
Oh,
Defile.
Chicks from Defile in here. Has anybody seen them in the hall yet?
No, just when they walked by the window, we all were like a little bunch of little boys peeking through the blinds.
Very disturbing.
Is it?
Did you see them?
No. I just saw the,
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Russ. How are you?
I'm fine. You? You okay?
I am.
All right. What do we have this week at Operation Kindness?
Well, I was just going back and looking at the animals, and I know you're not a cat person, but we have so many kittens, which is unusual for this time of the year to have kittens in a shelter or just kittens anywhere looking for homes. But we have every possible kind of kitten, including some little calicos, Chloe. So.
Okay. Come see you, girl.
Okay. So if you're looking for a kitten, please come visit us. And, of course, we always have adult cats. But on the puppy side, the dog...
Hold on a second. What's the matter with you?
You didn't put a cat in a compactor.
That's what happens. What, Trey?
Oh, I thought it was an oven.
No. I gave my cat compactor for Christmas last year, and they don't use it. They put trash in it. Jesus. All right, go ahead.
Hush, hush.
All right.
On the canine side of things, we have 4 adorable cattle dog hound mixes. They're just 8 weeks old, just came in today, and they're...
I never heard of that breed.
Cattle dog?
Yeah.
It's like a Border Collie or an Australian Shepherd. Considered cattle dogs because they herd cattle.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Would I know one if I saw it?
Yeah, you would.
All right, go ahead.
But they have, they're in different colors. We have black and white. We have a tricolored and what's called a merle, which is kind of that mottledy color, and they're just adorable. They're going to weigh about 30, 35 pounds, we think, when they're grown, and they're just 8 weeks old now.
All right. Anything else?
That's about it. I mean, lots of other animals, of course, but...
How did the Canines Cabernet thing go?
We missed you.
I forgot.
Yeah. It went lovely. It was just a great event.
How much money?
Around $45,000.
Wow. It's always a big event for them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear something stranger? The car wash that they do for, I think we already talked about this, though. The car wash that the Lodge does for Operation Kindness on one day. Right. What'd you guys make this year?
Well, you know, Dawn Rizzo's matches everything that is donated.
Right.
So
Totally.
Counting her match, it was $57,000.
Wow.
A car wash?
Wow. Yeah.
What are they doing?
People feel really generous when they come to that. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, take out the part that Dawn matched.
Right.
That's still, 26 or 28.
Whatever
half of 57 is.
Yeah.
That's what they got on their own.
God.
That's a lot of cars.
That's a lot.
What were they charging per car?
$20.
All right. So obviously people are just
tipping.
Yeah.
And that they were, and that included lunch and T-shirts and all sorts of things. But
Lap dances.
Yeah.
but people do feel generous with that. So it's just awesome. And because of all of her wonderful generosity, Dawn Rizzo's at the Lodge and Stratos, we gave her a new award this year at Canines, Cats, and Cabernet, and it's Humanitarian of the Year. And it was nice to be able to honor her publicly for all she has done. That's amazing.
It's very generous.
No, she's already done it. We just said, thank you in public to her. So
Okay.
we appreciate our friends, of which you are one of the best.
If you insist. All right, the website is operationkindness.org. The phone number is 972-418-PAUSE. What's the first week for the Santa stuff?
December 3rd. So you figure out what you're going to do yet?
Do you guys want to split this up? How many? Is it 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3rd, 10th, and 17th, and we go from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
10 to 5.
And what you guys did last year was like 2 or 3 of you came. I guess maybe like 3 shifts on the kind of the morning first half of each day.
So we started at 10 and then
Till about 1:30 or something like that.
All right. You guys want to do that again?
Yeah, sounds good. Worked fine.
Because you can spread it out over 3 weeks, and then they get promotion for 3 weeks. Because if we do it once, we're going to forget about it.
Yep.
Everett, you're in?
I'm in.
John?
Yes.
Dan? Yes?
I'm in.
Yeah.
Chloe?
Yes.
Okay.
Limo George wants to be in also.
All right. That's George, Gavin, Rob,
Tassos?
me, Tassos. So far, that's 10.
10?
10 people.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Venegas. I don't know if Fettner will do it or not. But it's still 11 people.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. We got it covered.
Oh, cool.
I'll send you the number of names, and then you just break up the shifts over 3 weeks.
All right. And you want the first half of the day?
Yeah.
I mean, like starting in the morning?
That'd be nice.
When those suits are all fresh. And
Who, you know what? I think I'm going to do what JD did last year. JD just went and bought one.
Yeah.
How much was it?
I got it at Walmart for $40.
I may do that.
Full suit.
That way you don't have to sit there in somebody else's spit.
Now, you never do, because you're always first, and we always have a clean suit for you.
You clean the beards and bleach.
They were clean.
It tastes like sperm. Everybody's got it on them at one time. Shut up. I'm going to go buy my own.
Okay.
Have it tailored.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. All right.
Makes it easy.
Super Santa.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good weekend.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
One more break before Lycus?
You got the christening, too.
I know, but I'm thinking I'll do it now, then we break, we come back, and then we're done. Yes or no?
Short break, yes.
Now or before Lycus?
Before Lycus.
So I can do the christening now?
Whatever you want to do.
Very generous. All right. If we break now and come back, then what happens?
We just break right now. You can go straight into Lycus out of the christening.
All right. We'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Oh, yeah. It's a daily soap opera whose plot gets better every day. The Russ Martin Show. Now, back to the Russ Martin Show.
It's weird the way that he kind of undersells it. You know what? We're doing our job. You know what? Not once do I remember coming in here and getting shot down over Japan. It's not just doing your job.
And that's an amazing story.
I like how Connie fills in the gaps for him off in the background.
Don't forget about the Japanese.
Yeah, the Jap is coming. Oh, yeah.
That's that whole generation. I mean, you never really heard any stories about it until, like Saving Private Ryan and some of those movies came out.
They can come back whining and complaining.
No. I mean, they just don't talk about it.
No.
And when they do, it's like, Yeah, that's what happened.
Well, Russell and I have swapped emails back and forth over the years since, he sort of became a friend of the show. And I'd sent an email on Veterans Day, not trying to be too cheesy, just said, thanks. Thanks for what you did. Your sacrifice, all of us got something out of your sacrifices. I get an email back that says, knock it off. and
he's just downplaying his role, because he looks up to people that were, saved 100 men or the guy in the PBY that dumped all the fuel to get him off the ground. So, I don't know.
I hate to plug it, but Tom Brokaw's book, The Greatest Generation, was very cool. I mean,
we had him on, but I didn't read the book. What was it about?
It's just about all those World War II guys and their stories and how they came home and, they just went back to their lives and they never talked about it. They never really, it wasn't anything you ever heard about until it was sort of brought out of them.
Yeah, he never really seemed to want to volunteer it. I mean, he got a Purple Heart. Yeah. Obviously, you get 2 ankles busted, you get shrapnel in yourself, you get a Purple Heart. He never brings that up.
And you never hear about post-traumatic stress disorder in conjunction with people from World War II, like with Vietnam. It seems like it's, I don't know if it's the nature of the war, maybe different where they fought, or
maybe Vietnam just got uglier.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, and like he said, you also had the whole country behind the effort.
Right.
I mean, they all came back. They were heroes, but and then
parades and
ticker tape. Yeah, in Vietnam they didn't get that.
No.
All right, let's do the christening. I see that chick standing in the hall with the baby. She's kind of hot.
Oh, good.
All right, we gotta hurry. All right, Robin, bring her in. Trey, why don't you move out of the way? Maybe go over here.
Okay.
Give her your headphones. She is cute.
Yeah.
Is that it? Just her and the baby?
Yes.
Where's the daddy? Why is he not here?
He's in a wheelchair.
What's wrong with him?
He wrecked his motorcycle.
Oh.
So he's stuck in the
All right.
bed.
So there's not a stink going on.
No.
No.
I brought you a present.
Oh, let me see. It's wrapped up in a nice Kroger bag. I bet it's a Kroger. No.
Surprised?
Yeah.
Who would know? That is very sweet of you.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. How's the baby?
Good. Good. Thank you.
How do you say his first name?
Aiden.
What is that?
Irish. It's an old Irish saint name.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Is this your first baby?
It is. Only. I'm done.
Are you really?
Yes.
How come?
They're a lot of work. You don't have any.
How old are you?
26.
It's about the right age to do it.
Perfect, man.
Yeah.
That's when we started having kids.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Let me put on the robe.
You're kind of still young when they're up and gone.
Yeah. Where are the arms?
One on this side. There you go.
This doesn't have a tag on it, so I know which way the front is.
They ain't garanimals.
What?
Because it's not garanimals.
Where are the arms? Damn it, all right?
No, keep going. Keep going. There's one arm.
Well, where's the other one?
Just go up higher.
You've twisted. Yeah, you've twisted.
How do you clan people do this? Are these it?
Practice.
You're pretty close, right? You're almost there.
I'm sorry, Rob.
Hang on. Looks like a straight jacket.
Yeah, straight jacket.
I'm going to miss the clan, dude.
Hurry up.
Don't burn nothing without me. All right. Is that right?
There you are. Now zip it.
All right, let me zip up. Ooh, this is kind of tight.
Yeah.
I don't remember being this tight.
You've been
working out.
You've been working out.
Huh?
You've been working out.
My chest look good in this?
You look like you got man boobies. Sorry.
Do I?
You look like you got man boobies.
Oh. Hang on. What about now?
Yeah, that's a little more muscular.
These didn't used to be this tight.
No.
All right. I'll be okay. All right. We have the holy water?
Yes.
Where is it? We can't set the holy water out ahead of time anymore.
Right.
Since the last time JD washed his hands in it.
Oh, I remember that. What are you going to say to defend that?
We had barbecue in here for some reason. I don't know who brought something.
Friday, and we have
JD goes over there. The holy water's sitting on that table over there with all the little things sitting around, and JD goes over, sticks his hands in.
Finger bowl.
I just didn't think. Hold on, barbecue on my fingers.
Hey, Chloe, this is still holy water?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's a great thing about this is when you're about to run out, you can add more water, and for some reason, it still counts.
Yeah, it's like it grows.
Yeah. Okay. And the incense? Do you have a plate this time?
Yes.
Because last time you burnt the counter.
I know I did.
Okay. Got all my stuff here. So no godparents or anything?
No.
Just you and the baby?
Yes.
Very sad.
You can be his godfather.
Should I sterilize my hands?
You want a handy wipe?
Yeah. Hang on a second. I'm going to give you baby the colic.
Thank you.
All right, who did that?
Sorry. And he did it on Rob.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rob. I didn't know you're back there.
Well, then the baby's coming over here.
I'm just a little one.
Well, what was the reason for that? Is it some kind of statement?
No. It's just...
You mad at Russ for wearing the robe?
Yeah, ask him back.
Well, you mad because it's not the whole outfit? You're missing the hood?
No, I'm sorry. Is it bad?
Well, what's the matter?
I don't even
good.
I don't even smell it.
Oh. That's all right. You know what? Let it go. All right. Bring it to me. Clay, Trey, you want to take the headphones off?
Yeah.
What?
Precious little baby.
Aiden.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Aiden.
Aiden? Okay. Let's see, I need to hold it like this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like this?
Yes.
Perfect. Just like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let go of that. No, let go of that. Turn it loose.
It's got the headphone cord.
I'm going to thump you.
Don't.
Right.
You are not going to come, baby. Yeah.
It's okay. All right. Incense lit?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Holy water?
Support its head a little bit more.
Well,
there you go.
it keeps moving around.
Well, babies do that. They don't have neck movement yet.
They don't?
No, not completely.
So if I turn it loose of the neck right now and flop around?
It will.
Who wants to see that?
No.
Where's the salt, Chloe? That's not salt. Salt is
That's pepper.
What is this? It's incense. He's going to have me stick incense in this baby's mouth.
There's the salt.
All right. Put that down there. Okay. We ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's all right. You okay? For thousands of years, we have gone to sea. We have crafted vessels to carry us, and we call them by name. These ships will nurture and care for us through perilous seas. So we affectionately call them she. What's a face?
I just wonder where you're going with this.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's for a ship.
I was going to say. What are you doing? Wrong, Chris.
Very quick of you guys to catch on.
Yeah,
what is it, Dan?
Champagne.
What were you going to do afterwards? Hit it in the head with a bottle of champagne?
Oh, yeah, you have to. That's the rules. Otherwise, it don't sail. All right. We are honored with the privilege of being present today here to witness the christening of this child, the son of Amanda and John, born into this world on October 24th, 2005. The effects of a christening, as is God's love, is lifelong. No godparents? No. All right, so we mark that out. Incense is lit? Okay.
Either that or the salt.
Thank you. Incense was one of the three gifts from the three wise men. It'll fill the room with God's love. And cover the scent of this thing in your pants. Was he clean before he came in here?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So the salt again. There we go. With this salt, a sign of purity placed in your mouth, you are delivered from the corruption of sin. Experience a relish for good works, and be delighted with food of divine wisdom. Take that, sweetie. I think it's dead.
No, it's sleeping.
No, I think it's dead.
It's sleeping. Moving its head back and forth. That'll take.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. And what name will we be calling this?
Aiden Kyle.
Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Holy Water. Then so be it. I christen thee, Aiden, Kyle, Williams, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. I think it's dead.
No,
It is not.
It looks dead.
It's sleeping. You're
He's
lucky.
being a good baby.
Being a great baby.
Okay. What?
First you can hit him with a bottle of champagne, then you call him dead.
It looks dead.
He's not. He's just lucky. He's relaxing.
As a child of God, you receive this blessing. You shall carry on to make our earthly home a better place. And you say to yourself, yes, I'm going to make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace.
God.
Fire all your guns at once.
Just once.
And explode into space. Like a true nature's child.
Yes, you were.
You were born to be wild. Aiden, from this day onward, you'll walk with a higher power watching over you. Your goals are easy. Be true to your family. Be true to your wife. Be kind to coloreds.
Don't.
You know, you really should stop there. Yeah. Take a good punchline and go. You pay bills that come due. You watch over God's creatures. You respect and remember those who protect and serve our families. And watch out for the coloreds. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, come get this.
Don't point at it. She knows what it is.
Well, I'm just telling you, when you take it, it was alive when I got it.
Still alive.
There.
Got it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Watch
Well,
his head. Watch
that
his head.
thing's moving.
It's a head.
Bunch of little fontanelle.
Bump.
I think it's dead. Yep. Got another one? All right. Can we go from here?
Yes.
All right. You ready, Dan?
Don't you want to meet the chick?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Huh?
No.
I don't.
No.
Did you meet him?
Uh-huh. Thought I'd save you the hassle.
Maybe they come back Monday.
Yeah, I'll come back Monday.
Can they do that, Rob?
Yeah.
All right. Is Aiden okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for letting us do that. Yeah. Take this robe off. Chloe, grab the arms. Thank you.
Very nice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's fine. Except for the born to be wild part.
Husband's a motorcycle rider.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, then that was very appropriate.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, they got it.
Yeah, he's home in the wheelchair.
All right. Ready, Daniel?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
All right. For more information about the Russ Martin Show, including pictures, links, video, and more, just go to russmartin.com. To get answers to any question you may have about the show, just go to russmartin.info. To instant email the show and only during the show, just send that to studio@russmartin.com. The other show websites, johndavidryan.com, thegranddragon.com, danandtassos.com, gaillightfoot.com, djclo.com, and robriddlemoser.com. For law issues, contact Everett Newton, his website, dallasattorney.com, or call 214-823-LAWS. To make a donation or adopt a pet, go to operationkindness.org or call 972-418-PAWS. For Black Eddie's weather information website, go to weathering.com. Limo service for the Russ Martin Show is provided by Limo George. Go to his website, limogeorge.com. Put that up one more time, Judy. It's at russelljohnson.com. Thank you. For Russell Johnson, his website, russelljohnson.com, and the official site for
You gotta stick a hyphen in there.
Russell-Johnson?
Yes.
Okay. Russell-Johnson.com. And the official site for KLLI is live1053.com.
All right. See you guys Monday.
You can now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.